Hey, good morning, guys. It is Thursday. Oh, we're gonna have a push day today. We are down to four days left of this 90-day docuseries. So we get today's workout in, and I'll probably get two more workouts in after this one yet today. Not full workouts, but tomorrow I'll be working out with my sons. I think tomorrow mostly I'm just gonna do like probably just arm blast while I'm helping them with their powerlifting training. So I wanna make sure that they're getting their primers down right and their post primers down, and see how they're doing overall as far as the program is going. They seem to be doing pretty good so far, but I've only had a chance to meet up with one of them once so far for the power, since they've been doing the powerlifting training. So I know they got some questions about the primers and the post primers, the exercise, mobility, stretch, and stuff like that. So tomorrow I'm going to concentrate on helping them, make sure that they're completely understanding what's going on with this training and the programming, and then while in between helping them and they're doing their heavy ass sets, I'll probably just, like I said, do like an arm blast, biceps, tricep, maybe supersets. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure it out, but it's just going to be pretty much a high rep arm workout tomorrow. And then Saturday, I think instead of Sunday this week, I think Roger's going to come over Saturday. It's my long weekend, so I'm going to be off from tomorrow till Sunday. So I think he may come over Saturday instead, and we're gonna do a pole day, which will be pretty much wrap up the training, and then Sunday I'll do my final weigh-in and my final body fat percentage check, and we'll wrap this 90-day series up. The reason why we're gonna probably work out Saturday instead of Sunday is Saturday night I've got a poker game that I've had scheduled for a couple months now. Just me and the guys, my sons, their friends, get together every once in a while. We just try to do this every once in a while just to get everybody together and have a good time and hang out, and, you know, get away from work and life and all that crap and just have a good time. It's a lot of fun. We do it occasionally. So anyway, we don't know how late we'll be up doing that. So instead of having to worry about getting up early and working out on Sunday after playing poker, you know, for however long we decide to play, we're going to do it Saturday instead. That way we can get it all knocked out and be rested and stuff. And then Sunday morning we can just, you know, get up, relax, and sleep in if we can. And that's about it. So that's probably why we'll do it on Saturday. That's what we're looking at. That's what I'm looking at like right now. So yeah, like I said, we'll wrap up Saturday with the final pole day, and then I'm excited to see what my final body fat percentage ends up being. Like I said, I feel like I'm going to be right around 15%. Hopefully I'm closer to 14%, but again, like I said, I'll be happy as long as I'm between 12 and 15%, because that was the goal that I set out in the beginning of this 90-day docu-series. So I wanted to get down between 12 and 15%. So, and again, like I said, previous videos, I haven't been super strict. This has been pretty casual. I've got my macros. They're not, you know, dialed in like if I were to compete or was really strict. I'm being very open with my macros, but I'm just making sure that I'm eating whole food, and that's it, nothing else. I haven't had any processed food whatsoever these last 3 months, except for one day. I had some cookies and milk. And when I say cookies, I had like 5 or 6 of those fuckers. So it's just the one time in the whole 3 months that I diverted away from whole foods. Other than that, it's like I said, it's just been getting close to my macros, concentrating on protein, and eating whole foods. And then again, also with the cardio, haven't been super strict with the cardio. I've been getting my steps in at work, which are just usually, like I said, around 6,000 to 7,000 steps at work on my route. And then on the days off from working out, I've been doing cardio. I started out with 15-20 minutes about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And then the last 3 weeks, been doing a half hour. So I just bumped that up a little bit. So again, it's really not a whole lot. It's a half hour cardio 3 days a week. So cardio hasn't been super strict. Nutrition has been good, just not super strict. And then of course the workout. So again, if I can get to 12 to 15% and do that with being basically just mindful, it's pretty good. And like I said, it's such a good example for you guys to show you guys can do the same thing also. It doesn't have to be a super strict thing. You just got to be a little somewhat disciplined enough to get your ass up and work out, do a little cardio here and there, and then get yourself away from eating processed foods. Ugh. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. We're going to start with bench press today. We're just going to do conventional bench press today, and we'll start out with that, and then we're going to go into some dumbbell work. We'll probably do some incline dumbbells after this. Finish up with some flies, and then we'll get into some tricep work. Do one more set of these space pulls, and then now we'll get busy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it real quick. I'm all set up here. I don't need to get you guys on the warm-up set here, so I'm gonna pause this and then I'll come back in a couple minutes with a couple working sets. All right, guys, got a couple warm-up sets out of the way. Start our working sets here. We'll just wrap ourselves up. Again, like I stated the other day, I'm not worried about going up too heavy on the weights this last week. More focused on getting the blood flowing and keeping my rest periods down. We're going to do the same thing today with the chest and with triceps. Gonna keep the rest periods low, and we'll go up the weight accordingly as pertaining to the rest periods. We'll go up to a weight that's heavy enough for me to get my reps in, but still be able to get my rest periods down a little bit. I know it's going to be a little late, but excuse me. By the time you guys see this video, it's gonna not really matter. But today is actually open day of baseball season, and as you guys have figured out by now, I'm a big sports fan. Packers, Brewers, Bucks, Badgers, Avalanche. So pretty excited. You know, just ready for another Brewers season where we get to the playoffs and they disappoint me again, but it doesn't matter. I've been a fan of the Brewers since I could pretty much walk. I don't know if we'll ever see another World Series in my lifetime, but it would be nice. It's going to be a little odd this year with the Brewers season. It's going to be the first season that I can remember myself personally, because Euchre has been calling these games since I've been listening to the Brewers baseball for over 50 years. So this will be the first year that he's not going to be there. So I mean, I don't know, for you guys that aren't familiar with Bob Euchre, is the announcer for the Brewers, but and not only just for the Brewers though, he was the face of baseball. So it'll be a little sad today for the first time not hearing him. Actually, we went to hear him today anyway because they're away, but they're opening up against the Yankees in New York. So anyway, this year it's going to be a little sad because we've been missing a big name and a big component in that organization and Euchre. So, but other than that, I'm excited. I love baseball. I love my Brewers. So hopefully they do well. Got a lot of young players and a good core of veterans as long as they stay healthy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it real quick, get me a drink, and we'll come back and I'll probably do one more set, and then I'll probably get the last set on camera. We got 2 more sets to go yet. All right, guys, get this last set knocked out. This was set number 4. We'll knock this out, and then we'll jump right into some dumbbell work, and then we'll get into, I know I said triceps earlier, but we gotta bust out some shoulders also, so we'll do shoulders next. I might actually even skip triceps today here for this workout, since I'm going to be doing the arm blast tomorrow. So I might just throw in an extra set of shoulder exercises and chest exercises, and then maybe just focus on chest and shoulders today, since I'm going to be doing some arm work tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and strip this and get the bed set up for dumbbells. All right, guys, not wasting any time today. Like I said, I'm trying to keep these rest periods down, so that's set up, and I'm going right into the dumbbell incline press. Now, I do have my new dumbbells, but the stand that they have coming out with it that I want to get is not going to be available till next month. I was hoping it would be sooner, but I called them the other day, and the pre-orders are going to be going out beginning of this month, or not this month, beginning of April, and then they'll start filling them out towards the end of the month, beginning of the following month. So I'm a little discouraged about that, because I was hoping I'd have these things all set up relatively within the next week or 2. But it looks like it's going to be about a month yet before I can actually start using them. And the reason why I'm saying obviously I could use them right now if I want to, but the way that the cradle is set up with these, and again, they're 125-pound dumbbells, so they are not exactly easy to get out of the cradle unless the cradles themselves are secured to the stand. So I can use them at the lighter weights, but the heavier weights, it just gets too hard for me to get them off the ground and out of the cradles without taking a chance to hurt myself just from trying to get the damn things out of the cradles and pick them up. Once the cradles are secured on the stand, easy peasy. It's a great setup, but unfortunately, I can't use them just yet at the heavier weight, so I'm just going to stick with these power blocks for now. We'll stick with these for the time being, since these here are made for this shelf that they're on. And the cradle system for these ones here is really night and day compared to that one there. The new rep cradles are actually much more secure, but they're actually not part of the dumbbells themselves, whereas opposed to the power blocks that I have, it's all one big unit really. There's really not a cradle for them. The cradle themselves is the weight until you get to the stack, then the whole thing is 90-pound dumbbell. But the way that the power block is set up, the lower the weights you go, the remaining weights are the cradle, so they just go in there. These ones here on the floor here, these rep ones, the cradle is completely separate from the dumbbells themselves. So that's what I mean by the cradles have to be secure, otherwise they're moving with the dumbbells themselves. So I know it's probably not making any sense. I hope I am, but anyway, long story short, I'm not gonna be able to use my Rep Fitness dumbbells at the heavier weight for a few more weeks yet, but that's all right. I've had these for years and they work just great anyway. So, all right, guys. Next set. All right, just like that, we are going to be on the stack on this last set. I'm going to bust out one more set of these, and then we're going to get into some dumbbell flies. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do cable crossovers today. I haven't done those in a while on the cable system, so we'll get one more set of these, and then we'll finish up chest with some cable flies. Cable crossovers. Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta pause real quick. I apparently left my water out on the counter. All right, guys, got my water, got my drink, and we're gonna knock out this last set. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it again and get the cable crossover set up. All right, guys, We got one set already done, offset while I was setting it up. It should be a pretty good angle, kind of get the idea of what we're doing. Again, instead of going with the dumbbell flies, we're going to go with cable crossovers today. And I'm going with a little bit of a higher up here a little bit and bring it down a little bit, as opposed to, you know, right across the body or even coming up. So, hold on, guys. My wife needs something. All right, guys, sorry about that. She was heading out. She couldn't just stand there for a second and let me see her. She's in a bit of a bad mood. Dealing with a lot with her work, and Isaac's, my stepson Isaac, her son Isaac is got a girlfriend, and her parents are being a little difficult and making my wife's life a little difficult, and she has having a hard time dealing with it and taking it out a little bit out of me and everybody else. So hopefully her day gets better. All right, guys, that's the 3 sets of those. Like I said, we're going pretty quick. I got a really nice pump test, and actually the shoulders, those crossovers are going to bring my shoulders in real quick, really good, nice and loose as we get ready to start some shoulder work. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it again, guys, and get the bench set up for some shoulder presses. All right, guys, moving right along. We're going to hit some shoulder press now. We'll knock out 3 sets of these. And I'm gonna superset shrugs with side laterals after this. So we'll do 3 sets of these, go relatively quick, and then we're gonna finish off with some side laterals and some shrugs. And I think I'm gonna, if I have time, I'm gonna probably do some ab work also. So we'll see what we're looking at as far as time. All right, so far so good. Workout's going on right along. Keeping the rest down, periods down, get a good pump. Hopefully it's a good day at work also. It's my Friday, like I said, I have a long weekend, so every 6 weeks I get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off at the post office. That's how it works. Days off rotate every week. So this week my day off is Friday, which is tomorrow. And then we start our work week on Saturday. So next week my day off is Saturday. We already have Sundays off. So that's how we get a long weekend. The only thing that sucks about that is when you go back and on Monday, Saturday was my day off for that week. So when I go back on Monday, I'm working 6 days straight. And then the following week I'll have a Sunday and a Monday, and it just starts over Tuesday off the next week, the following week Wednesday, blah blah blah. So anyway, Anyway, it'll be nice. I got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to work out with the boys. Do an arm blast tomorrow while I'm focusing more on watching them and making sure they get everything going good. And then Saturday, I got my buddy Roger's going to come over Saturday, and we're going to work out Saturday instead of Sunday, like I said, because we've got the poker night on Saturday night. And also my wife's going to be having a garage sale, so we're going to be getting up early, setting that up for her, and then get that all set up, ready for her to go and stuff. Then Roger and I'll come in and bust this out. And then after that, the Brewers game will be on pretty much right after we get done working out. So I'm going to sit down, relax, enjoy the baseball game, and then get some other stuff done around the house. And then Sunday's going to be my regular day, minus the workout. So I'll have my meal prep, my clients, check-ins, stuff like that. I do all my stuff around the house, my banking, and all that stuff on Sunday. So it's a pretty busy weekend, but should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. You know what? I changed my mind, guys. After we did this last set of these, I'm going to pop the bench down a little bit, and we're going to do some rear delts, and then we'll finish off with the side laterals. Since we're not doing triceps today, I'm going to add an extra shoulder exercise. So we'll do some rear delts, and then we'll finish off with the side laterals and the shrugs. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Should have time for that. And if I have time, then we'll do some abs. But if I don't get the abs in, that's fine. It's not my regular day to do abs. But if I have time, it won't hurt to throw them in there a little bit. Just a couple sets. All right. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause it real quick, get the bench set up for some rear delts. All right, guys, I got one set on the wrap already as I was setting up the bench. So we're gonna move right into another set here and knock this one out and one more after this. And then we're gonna get into side laterals and some shrugs to wrap it up. All right, guys, we're going to rack this up, put the bench back, and then we'll get right into our last superset, shrugs and side laterals. All right, guys. We'll knock out some side laterals and superset those with dumbbell shrugs. And I'm not gonna have time to do the abs today, guys. I gotta get going on cooking my food up for breakfast, and then change and get out the door for work. Gonna do it again, yeah. 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 All right, guys. I'm gonna bust this last set out here and then get my last set off camera while in between getting my food out on the counter, getting it going. So, all right, guys, hey, that's it for today. Good workout, nice and quick, for me at least. I'm sure a lot of you guys think it's not that quick, but for me it's pretty quick. Like I said, I like to keep my rest periods a little longer, pretty winded. So I'm gonna wrap it up for today, and we'll be back tomorrow while I do an arm blast while I'm helping my sons out. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.